Okay. While we're live, turn on our priority mode so nobody can interrupt. All right. We got a short one today. This is going to be a deck showcase. Already rolled up. So we're just gonna go through this. First thing we're gonna smoke is this one right here. I wish they would have came up with a new screen. The old screens were better. The one for Deadpool and the screen for last month was definitely better. First things first. A new card is out. No, nobody cares about fucking scoring or what is it? Scoring or screen? Screen. Where the hell is he? Where's the battle pass? Boom. All right. So now that we've seen the guard, let's go into the decks. One is a theory deck, and then one is apparently a deck that's actually doing good because of how the meta is. So the deck that I'm playing right now, boom. We still got to come up for a name for this. Me, I either want to say small soldier or toy soldier. And that's because the deck is really based off of Venom and everything being smaller than a 2 or a 3. This has went through some iterations here. But this is the version I like. Staple cards of this deck is going to be Agent Venom, Bass, Havoc, the Hood, and Dazzler with Mysterio. Those cards cannot really be changed. You can look for whatever else you want, but Bass is to hit the cards that are in hand that aren't hit by Venom. You need Havoc because you need something to scale up. Yep. You need Havoc for something to scale up. Dazzler is technically another scale up card because it's going to go from the 2 and it's going to gain power the more you play the game. But the other part that we have Dazzler in here for is because Dazzler is also a card that works well if you're going to fill the board, which out of all my games, I have been able to fill the board just about all the time. Like every last game, almost fill the board completely. So she's technically in this deck a 2/8. And then if you can hit the Bass or the Mysterio, you can get a 2/9 or a 2/10. Angela is in here because we have Kitty Pryde and we want to see how another scaler does, like somebody that can also scale up a little bit. So we will see about Angela. White Widow for me is like just a good 2-drop for one. It's a 2/5 because it's giving -3 to their side, plus it's taking up a spot on their board, and they only can get the -3 away as if they fill up their board. So it's forcing them to play and also giving them negative power, and also it's really strong at giving them, clog and negative. Like that's doing double damage to a person. That's really good. And then again, you could buff it with the Bass, giving it 1 extra point, making it a 2/6 technically, or you could buff it with the Anti-Venom, giving it a 2/7. Crucial cards that go stupid. Another card that's in here for more or less utility, and I'm still deciding whether this should be a staple here, is the Nico Minoru. There's just so much utility going on here. A 1/6 demon is goated. You're blowing up a card to draw 2 more cards out of your deck. One thing I have done was play Nico Minoru with the Destroy into an Anti-Venom. Yes, I'm getting rid of the 2/4, which is decent stats, but I'm getting rid of the 2/4 to draw out 2 more 4-drops that are basically buffed up. So, like, I'm getting to touch more of my deck, get other stuff. Cool. Moving cards over to the right. Just movement is just good in general. Giving another card +2. So, you could bring a card from 4 to 6. 2 different ways. You got the demon, and then you got the, what's the name? You also can change locations, which is really good. And then you can add a copy of the card to your hand again. And then the best one is the 2 times, because this will turn your Nico Minoru from a 1/4 to a 1/8 without you having to do a damn thing. So, you can get some pretty hefty cards. Ant-Man. Again, this can be changed out because this just requires you to play and doesn't require you to hit like the Rocket Rat. This also doesn't have to be able to play the card a turn earlier. You could just slap this down. It's going to be a 1/4, and if you filled up the lane, it's a 1/8. The only other 2 cards that I really thought were like good around, switching out would be Hawkeye. But again, that requires you to play a turn earlier, and then you got to play a card on top of it the next turn. So a little bit more requirements, and it's a point less. And then Rocket Raccoon, you're going to be playing it the same way you would play Mysterio. This would be like turn instead of it just being a 1/4. We have Gwenpool in the deck. Gwenpool can be changed out. The reason she's in here is because we do have Mysterio with literally Mysterio in this deck. If this deck can high roll, Mysterio is the best card in the game, period, hands down. There is no arguing. There is no talk. There is nothing you can say. Like, Mysterio is the best card in the game in this deck. Why do I say that? Because if we go all the way over here to 6 drops, you could almost ask anybody, they will tell you that Dr. Doom is one of the best 6 drops in the game, period. They will not argue. You're getting 15 points of power for a 6 cost, but it's spreading it to 3 lanes, which is hard to do. And this allows you to play in lanes where it'd be like, you can't play a card here. This adds the cards there. Now, we're taking off 4 cost for this man right here. Because when you hit him with the Anti-Venom, yes, his number doesn't change from a 2/4 because he is a 4 already. But the clones gain power, making this a 2/12. 3 points under your 6/15 Doom. And if you thought 6/15 Doom was just, the shit of the game, the best card of the game, well, now you have a Mysterio. Yes, it cannot add the cards into the other lanes because Mysterio plays the clones in the lane. So this is a buff for cards like Bishop because it's played, but then it's a negative because it's played. Like, if an area says you can't play a card here, then you can't play a card there because, it's played. But overall, if you're not running any of those like boards, oh, you have basically a mini Doom. And we ran the Gwenpool because since we're playing small ball here with ones and twos, I can kind of strategically move my deck to where Mysterio would be one of the only cards in my hand, or like one of another card in my hand. So one of two. And then we can hit it with the Gwenpool, basically saying, oh, you can get 2 more to the clones, you can get 4 more to the clones, or you can give 6 more to the clones. And that's on top of you already have hitting Mysterio with a Bass or an Anti-Venom. So now we're talking about a card. Let's say if you hit it with the Anti-Venom, that's a 2/4. Now his clones have 4 power, so now he's a 2/12. But then let's just say you hit him with 2 hits of Gwenpool. Well, now you have a 2/8, and the clones are 8 as well. Yeah, so now you seeing that this went from a little measly card that was just a 2/4, and now you made that man to a 2/12, and now if you hit him with a Gwenpool, depending on how many times you hit him with, and let's just say you hit him with 2, he's a 2/24. You're getting 8 power in each lane off of a 2-drop. You cannot stop this amount of power that is slapping the board. Like, a Hood at a 1/3 or a 1/4, plus you're getting a Demon at a 1/6. About that, that's 2 power. That's 2 points of power. 2 energy costs, and you're throwing out, what is that? 10, 9 power. That's a lot. You got a Havoc that you only got to put down on turn 5, turn 6, and he'll be a 2/8, 2/12. Like, if you put him on turn 5 and you already hit him with the Anti-Venom, you're going to get 2 more 4-bucks at 2/12, or you could drop him on turn 6, just make him a 2/8. Like, if we go to 2 drops right now, and mine's is set by energy, but set it to power, going from lowest to highest down here. Highest thing that you're getting from a 2-drop is a 2/6 without. Then that's what a mean negative. That's giving your opponent 2 cards. Best you could do is a 2/5 that jumps around the board, a 2/5 that they can make to a 2/1. Like, as you can see, you get some type of negative, with your what's-the-names, but you can turn these cards into 2/8s or 1/8 or anything of relevant, like anything that's better than the 2/6 with no negative. So you get a Havoc. Yeah, you reduce your energy cost by 1, but you're playing it on turn 4, turn 5, turn 6, and your highest card is a 4, which you can decide to play whether or not if you want to or not. Let's say you don't want to play it, okay, and you drop, your Havoc on turn 4. Well, now he's going up to a 12 if he didn't get hit with Anti-Venom. If he did get hit with Anti-Venom, he's a 2/16. That's a 2/16. You can literally just have him and one other card that got hit by a 4, and you can have 20 power in a lane for 2 cards. It's outrageous. Like, that card could win a lane by itself coming from turn 4. And again, all right, you played them on turn 4, so now you cap out at 4 power. You have 1s and 2s. So you're either playing 2, 4 cards, 3 cards. Like, you're playing a good amount of cards. You're always going to be able to play some cards. So, like, you're not bad. You're playing cards. And you're still getting high scales. Like, you have an Angela. You can scale it up. You got a Dazzler. You can scale it up. And then you got other small ball things that are just hard to beat. Ant-Man's going to scale up at the end of the game or scale up whenever. And, like, It's again, you're throwing down 8 power here, 8 power there, a 10 power there, a 12 power there, and they don't cost you anything. Like, and then again, you can drop multiple cards. You got Mysterio. Let's say you get a buffed up Mysterio. Let's say you do get a Mysterio at a 2-8, which I have had. Okay, you got a Mysterio at a 2-8, and you're dropping what? Like, think about it. Look at all the cards you could drop here with your what's her name? Anything you could drop here. You could drop an Ant-Man along with that. You could drop the Hood or the Demon along with that. You could drop a White Widow. Like, you have so many plays you could do. And even if you drop, again, like I said, you have 5. Let's say you drop Havoc on 5 like I do normally. This is allowing him, if he got hit, allow him to be 212, which is huge amounts of power. And then you're dropping another, let's say Mysterio just got hit by the anti-venom and didn't get hit by nothing else. Well, you got a 212. You don't even got to play Mysterio in the lane of the Havoc, but you're going to get another 4 power there just because you played Mysterio. And he goes to all the lanes. 216? Like, yeah, you can throw around power just in anywhere. So we'll go on to the next deck here. This is something I cooked up, thought process. This is before it even dropped. This was before all of that. I haven't even played this yet because I'm gonna start playing the other deck, trying to figure it out, trying to, maneuver and see what I could do, make it better. This deck right here is something I thought about, put it together. I thought about it some more. I haven't put no play into it, but I thought about it some more. And this is probably the best this can be. If you follow what I'm saying, you could probably change one card out. Only card I would probably change out would probably be Hawkbuster for a magic to go a little bit longer. But this is what I found to be a good like destroy package that you can go. We got the Bass. As you can see, Bass hits pretty much any card in here and it's a plus. The only card that it hits that literally is a negative is Anti-Venom, which you don't care because it's getting destroyed, which is going to give up some type of buff to either your Venom, your Carnage, your Null. So again, regardless, you're getting some type of buff. Even if he does get transformed into a 3, you're still getting something out of him. And then if you play him, again, everything in here is below a 4 power. So you're getting all types of buffs out of this. Your Deadpool becoming a 1-4 off of 1 destroy. He's a 1-8. Beautiful. Nico Minoru. In this deck right here, you could do this in the other deck, but in this deck right here, I like this. This is a play you can do. Now, a lot of people do it, but it is a play you could do. And they don't know, but you can do this. This is a great play. And this is another deck I'm gonna spill out. This is just for some people. It's not gonna be for everybody, but it's something I'm gonna just say. I haven't built it yet or tested it, but I'm gonna just say it. If you want to try it, try it. But what you do is you wait for Nico Minoru to get to this right here. Okay. Now, if she's a 4 and your Hawkbuster is a 4, this is what's going to happen. You play it. You play the Hawkbuster on top. It will combine first, making it a 1-8. Then the Nico Minoru effect will come in, doubling herself, making her a 1-16. Okay? Okay. Why is that important? Well, for one, it's a 1-16. You just heard me talk about giving 3 turns in or 2 turns in a buff to Havoc to get him to a 2-16. You're getting a 1-16 literally off of the same amount of cost Like, and again, this is in a destroyed deck, and you can give that 116 to 16 more points of power for literally a 1 cost and a 2 cost. So for 3 points of power, you can get 16. So a 3 cost can get you 16 points of power. You can eat it with a 3, getting a 319. And then you can Zola. But remember, that 16 is getting destroyed, and you're getting that for your no. So just a little something, just saying. You can get that out there. Boom. Another play that you have, why the Nico Monaro is in here, is because you can play, let's say you play your Deadpool or whatever, it's on the board, you got a 4 cost, not 4 cost, but a 2/4 Hawkbuster, and this is on Destroy. You can play this and then merge the Hawkbuster into the Deadpool, which will destroy the Deadpool, giving you the 2 draw and giving you the Deadpool back in hand, plus giving the Deadpool the 4 on top of the 1, making him a 110 when he's back to your hand, plus a 2-card draw. Like, stuff like this is just incredible. Yes, it's not all the time, but again, things can be done. And not only do you have to use that little play with Nico Monaro, you could do it with the X-23. You could do it with the Wolverine. Like, you can maneuver these plays. Like, and again, we have the Bass here because a Deadpool going from a 1/3 and then you destroy him to a 1/6, getting immediately said 1 destroy, I'm good. And again, Bass is a card that can easily just be tossed away. You don't care. It's a 1/1. It can be played at the beginning. It's buffing up any card in here, and you're doing good. Now, the secret tech I was going to tell you about another deck. You don't have to do it. You can try it out. But Phoenix Force. If you run in the Phoenix Force with a Zola or a Taskmaster, this is how you do it. I know people are running Phoenix Force with a Tribunal now, but if you're running Taskmaster or Zola, this is a play you can do. And it goes stupid. People don't know about it, but it goes stupid. The same way I was telling you to do Nico Monaro with the 2-time and the Hawkbuster, you could do that on a Phoenix Force with Agent Venom. Because remember, you already given 4 points of power to the Human Torch, 4 points of power to a Multiple Man, moving him from 2/3 to a 2/4. You already scaling good. You're already doing something. But here's the kicker, what you do. Let's say you anti-Venom, you hit the Nico Monaro, the Hawkbuster, whatever. Boom. You do the combo, like I said, making it a 116. You can destroy that 116 with a Venom or a Carnage. It doesn't matter what you do. You just destroy it. And then you bring it back with the Phoenix Force. Destroyed it. Which means it's coming back with this ability right here. The 2-time. So you're getting a 16 back onto the board. But wait. Phoenix Force has to merge. And let's say you did hit it with the anti-Venom. So it's a 4, not a 5. You add 4 power onto the 16. Making this a 120. But because the last card you played was Phoenix Force, and it merged and everything, the effect will go off that same turn, turning this card into a 140 movable. Yes, your Nico Monaro, if you did exactly what I just said, will turn into a 140 movable Phoenix Force card. Now, because you Phoenix Force, it's movable. and it's a 140, and it's the last card you played, you can move this to a separate lane, Zola, and now you have two 140s in a lane, which is pretty much guaranteed to win. Or you can just move it to another lane and then Taskmaster, because that was the last card played. So now you have a 640 and a 140 on the board. Just about game. And that was a Phoenix Force combo. And as you heard me say, you didn't give anything up. You just did a slight tweak to your deck, and now you still have a Human Torch that you can still Phoenix Force. Now you're thinking more about your Nico Minoru that you can make stupidly big and be like, damn, I didn't hit the Human Torch, or I didn't hit my other card, but I have that Nico Minoru play that I might be able to, if it hit right, I can make that play be my, my other go out there and crush win play. So it's a lot of little things in here. You just gotta, know how to make a move, learn your. So this is the best I came up with. If you were to switch out something, my honest, I fucks with it. It is what it is. And then I was going to show you guys a deck that is something I have been built, but it is doing pretty good right now. This is the old version of it. So we'll show you the more updated one. It's somewhere around here. All right. You know what? We'll just delete one and we'll put it together with you guys right here. So we'll go here. We'll just do a share. Copy. Only reason I'm not getting rid of that one is because that's the OG Dracula dump that I made. So I don't really want to get rid of it. Here we go, folks. So now we're about to edit this up because you actually don't need some of this stuff in here. Dracula dump is doing pretty good because of how you can get stuff out and do things right now, which is cool. Ooh, excuse me. Just know we got to get rid of these two because they don't really work anymore the way they're supposed to. We want to update Dracula dump. And I don't even know, do I want the Cosmo anymore? You know what? I'm going to leave this open. I'm going to recreate another Dracula dump. But even with the changes, this still works because you have the armor and the zero and the Cosmo. You play Cosmo, you can stop your destroyer from blowing everything up. Your zero stops your destroyer from blowing everything up. Your armor now destroyer actually works better in this deck because of how he works, since he doesn't destroy everything that he play Dracula dump with a little, because of how destroyer works. And then you have armor and stuff like this. Like, this works. But at the same time, I don't like the Attuma anymore. Attuma was dope, but you can change it. Right now, Me personally, I would take out the Atuma and probably the armor. I'm gonna leave the armor in. I would say we take out the Atuma. I kind of want to put an anti venom in here. So I'm playing. Now we take out the Atuma and probably replace that with something else here. Dang, I'm sitting here looking at it like this deck just got better. Like now I'm thinking about it, like I have not changed anything ever since I made it. This was still the OG normal deck, even when Black Swan was a 3/5. This is exactly what you're looking at. Is the exact same thing. Even when Atuma still had the it was destroyed by itself text. Yeah, this is back when Atuma had to destroy itself if it's not the only card alone with the Black Swan. This is the same exact deck from all the way back then, and it still works right now with all of the changes. Like even with every last change, you could run this deck right here and still get wins. Honestly, I feel like this is just better because now you don't even really have to think. Black Swan is activate. You can just put it down on turn 2 and really just set and forget. Now you could put it down. Now this deck works even better because now you could just hold the Ant-Man, the Rocket, the Blade, the Zero. You could play Cosmo whenever. You could play the Dracula. You could play Strong Guy. You could play the Armor because now you got 4 cards that's literally just coming down whenever you want for free. This used to take some skill to actually play and maneuver, but now I'm sitting here looking at it. Shit, Black Swan had a 2/3, and I don't see where you going wrong. You getting a fat, strong guy, always being a 3/10 or a 3/9. You getting Dracula to cut, or you're actually playing the big cut card. The only other card that I honestly can see that would be added in here is if I take out Atuma and just throw in Gwenpool. Which actually works because then you're just giving 6 power to anything in your hand. So I mean, and you have a 6, so I'm losing 2. I'm not even losing. I'm gaining 2 points of power technically. If I switch out Atuma for Gwenpool because she's a 4/6, giving out 6 points of power, and I'm gonna be able to play those 6 points of power. So technically, she's a 4/12 over the 4/10. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just take him out and put in a Gwenpool. Just mathematically sitting here speaking and everything, talking it out. Yeah, it's a better card. Yeah. Like now it's funny because you just gotta kind of look at it like, what do you play? Like, I like the Rocket Raccoon, but do you need it? Like, you really don't. You can just get rid of Rocket and play Titania since you could play it all the way at the final turn type thing. You just got strategically more play. I'm gonna keep the Mantis because it's OG. Hmm. This deck is funny. It actually stands the test of time. This is funny because you can't literally this deck is, as you can see, there's no. Hey, this deck is old as dirt. Ravonna Renslayer had more power on her. That's about it. That's about it. Ravonna Renslayer had more power, and Dracula had his old text. But yeah, this deck is literally like one of my oldest decks in here, a deck that I created, and it's still throughout all of the ups and downs. Let's see. Dracula got changed, he still works. Black Swan got changed, still works. Destroyer got changed, still works. And I updated it with Gwenpool instead of Atuma. But if we leave in the Atuma, that still works. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards change and the deck still works exactly the same. Alrighty, but that's enough of, the deck building and talking about some decks. Yeah, we'll create another one. We're gonna actually play I'm gonna either call it Small Ball or Toy Soldier. I don't even know what to call it. Little Tykes? I don't know. We're just gonna call it Small Ball for now. We're gonna call it Small Ball. We're gonna put on this fire deck back. We're gonna have to put on a fire deck back. And I mean, we're running Small Ball, but I mean, we do want a nice, what's the name? I want a nice avatar on the front. Let's go with the Spider Pig. Yeah, I gotta leave the whole my root beer. You ain't messing with the whole my root beer. Oh, and if you guys want to see, because I don't stay updated out here, but we did have 8 keys. We spent our 8 keys. We're at 3 keys now. Well, we didn't spend all 8 keys. We spent, let me just show you, because it kind of made me mad. Let me show you newest. Here we go. Some BS here. I had the thing on, that's why. So new cards we got was we got the White Widow. We got the Scarlet Spider, which is dope. We hit Scarlet Spider and White Widow. Didn't need to hit anything else off of that. That's why we still got 2 keys. And we just earned our 3rd key a little while ago. So that's why we had 3. But the week before that, yeah, we spent and we didn't get anything. Yeah, we just been getting a crap ton of variants. But new cards though, we do have. So we got all the cards that we wanted for the last month thing, like splits and cashes and all that. We got everything we wanted, so we're good. We got our cards. But yeah, I didn't get anything good. I got credits. Oh yeah, matter of fact, I can show you guys that because I actually got lucky too. No. Go back. I got lucky out here, and one of these Token Tuesday shits came up. I bought it, and I have finished my thing. So now we are at 9,000. I do have enough to grab this guy right here, which is what I want. But something's telling me that we got a series drop coming soon, so I'm gonna just hold off. He's pinned, so it ain't really like crazy. And I'm halfway to getting it, like getting another 6,000 just straight up buy. Really, I'm saving this just in case I can't get I think it's Scorn. That's the card I want for this card. And then I want Toxin, I think it is, or Anti-Venom. I think it's Toxin, which is like a beast. It gets power or something like that from the cards you send back or whatever. I think it's Toxin. Yeah. It's a 2-drop. It's a 2/1. You play it on top of the cards. You send those cards back. It gains power for the cards you send back. Only thing I can say right now is I could see something a little busted with that. before we get into a quick game, I just want to run this by you guys just to show you that I'll be having some ideas, and y'all should really tune in. But if you really want to check out something right here, 2s and 3s, because you want Falcon and you want where is he at? Where's the Beast? You want Beast, but then you want to go back to 2, take that off because you want the other card that makes all of this go on. Okay, so this probably don't make a lot of sense to anybody, but these cards plus Toxin, I think that's the name of the card, is Toxin, the one where it gets power based on you sending cards back. Just hear me out. Check it out. Boom. Where's the... Did I miss him? Where's she at? Boom. Here you go. That's a deck right there with Toxin. You can literally play Hood. You can play your Black Swan. And then you could go Falcon on turn 3. Or you could go Beast. Play the card. Let's say you go Beast. You play the card. And then what you're going to do is you're going to play the card. Like I said, you're playing the card on top of your Beast. Whatever you send back, you're playing it on top of your Beast. Because it's free. You're playing whatever else added on. Then you're going to play your Anti-Venom. Or Toxin, whatever. Sending the Beast back to hand. And your 1-drops back to hand. And guess what? You got Black Swan on the deck. I mean, on play. So now you can activate the Black Swan whenever you want, causing these 1-drops to be able to hit the board again, but for free. See what I'm saying here? You got Falcon. You can call the 1-drops back. Boom. So you could do, turn 1, you could do like Iron Fist, Human Torch, Falcon. Call them back. All right. Iron Fist, Human Torch, Beasted. Call him back. Or you could do that with the what's the name? The Toxin. Now you got him back. Human Torch has gotten 2 moves. That means he went from 2-4, 4-8. That next move is a 116. That's packing people away. That's already a 1 lane. Like, you gotta remember that's a 1 lane. And that's not counting if you hit him with an Anti-Venom. I mean, not Anti-Venom, an Agent Venom. Like, all these cards can be hit with the Agent Venom. You're not mad. You're happy. And all the more, you're getting buffs. Remember, Rocket Raccoon. All right, you getting more chances to hit him. Let's say you do hit on every time you play him. He's looking to be like a 116, 120. That's a win. That's just a win. You're playing a 120. That's an infinite level amount of power for a 1 cost. Like, Yondu. I only threw Yondu in here, but yeah, you're getting a 1-4, but that's a destroyed one of their cards. Like, it's a completely destroyed one of their cards. Boop, pop, bring it back, pop, bring it back, pop. I done popped 3 of your cards already. Done popped 3 of your cards. That's 3 draws you're not getting. That's 3 cards you're not able to play. Like, that's strong. That's like 1/4, 1/5 of your deck gone. Because I just keep popping stuff. You can't play. Like, you can make a mill deck with the what's the name, or you can go like a simple bounce deck like this. You only need Dagger to move once at the final end of the game. You really only need her to move once. And she usually be like a 212. You're good. That was just a little idea, just to give y'all some thought process. And that's just small stuff. We could go bigger than that. Because, again, you didn't even add in any of the newer cards that's coming in and all of that. Like, it's going to get wicked. When Toxin gets here, I'm telling y'all, it's going to get wicked. I'm not really sure what's up today. Today, I've literally only been seeing either the squirrel thing where it gives you a squirrel at each location or the Savage Land. Like, what's up, man? Can we get something here? This is perfect right now. Like, this is good. This is good. This is good. Yes, we're locked out of the middle, but we're good right now. This is tough because I want to hit, but I also don't want too many cards here. We'll do this. We'll do this right here. All right. So the problem right here is we got a lot of cards in hand, and we want to hit the Mysterio. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the hit on Mysterio. We want to hit on Mysterio. That's going to give us the biggest pop. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's fine with me. It's fine with me, buddy. You do you. All right. We're going to go Dazzler over there. Gonna go with these two right here. Dazzler is going over there because she scales. That's the only reason Dazzler is going over there right now is because she scales. I need to be able to keep scaling up. Ooh, a Hulk? That was just a dumb play. I should really just snap. All right, so we're winning. Already knew we were winning. Like, this is a win galore already. You want to come all late, you piece of... Ooh. All right, so if we do this, that's a 5 here, 5 here. Boom. I mean, how many cards you got in hand? You got in hand 5, so you could drop everything. So I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to just leave this. This mid lane is eating. I'm letting you know that right now. Mid lane is eating. Yeah, mid lane was eating. Should have snapped earlier. Look at that. We literally hit the Bass Gwenpool, and we had a Doom. We had a Doom in our hand. Like, you can't be mad at that. What? No. I hope that don't count as a loss, or it gives me a loss. I guess. I don't really have shit else I think. I mean, I could wait for like a Bass to come in hand, but that ain't doing nothing but turning the Bass to a 1/4. And I mean, both in the cards up to a 3, so I guess. It's the best time to do it. You would come last, you piece of. Ooh. All right. So we know we put in the 4. Where's we putting the 4 at? All right. We know what we put in the 6 here in mid. You know what? Let's go over here because you scaling. We'll drop this here with these two. We go 4 plus we go, what's the name? We'll give the 0 over there. Okay. Yeah. We'll get a 0 to left. We'll give the 0 to left and I hope we're doing good here. Oh my. We're doing excelente. I forgot. We're doing excelente right now with the 4. Oh, living tribunal. Well, that's not enough, buddy. Got casserole. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Got hit with the casserole. We hit the anti-venom mad late and we didn't bash nothing. We still came out with a 20, 16. Let's see, that's minus 10, 20, so minus 20, 15. We got 15, 16, and a 20. I mean, if you take away 7, 13. That's not bad. 13, 15, 15. And we didn't hit a single buff. That's just raw, flat numbers. We didn't hit a single buff. We hit the anti-venom on 1 card. Bad. Shit was terrible. Baz right now would be hella good. Who the hell won Enchantress? We definitely gotta go this. We gotta hit you with a -3, -3. It's only right to do it. Actually, we'll go with this play first. We'll do this. We'll do this play instead. Because then we guarantee get our HUD to be at least a 1/6. And we get another 1/6 to the hand. Again, we're playing small ball, big ball. Just what the doctor ordered, son. That's what the doctor ordered. Ordered, coach. Oh. I didn't even. We went off of this solid play right here. Massive power drop. Yeah. The game wanted me to win with that one. I ain't even gonna hold. It gave me the Enchantress. That's crazy. I wasn't even paying attention. That joint gave me. I forgot about that joint giving me Enchantress. I'm sitting here looking at all my cards, just straight ignoring that joint. Like, oh, he played Devil Dinosaur. I could shoot that back to a 3. I mean, you guys getting to see this firsthand. This deck is generating power. Like, I haven't had no crazy game, but it's still generating power. Like, I'm having good fights with these decks, like, and I haven't hit anything crazy. That's the part that's killing me though. Is the fact that I haven't hit nothing crazy. I haven't hit the bass into Venom. That deck goes stupid. Does that give me another copy? Yes, please. Give me another copy. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, man. That hurt my feelings, bruh. I was about to get the, hold on, give you a -3. Hold on, get another copy of the, oh my. We was about to start going. Bass? No bass. Okay. So we still ain't got a bass, which is crazy. We know Ant-Man going right over there to the left. Ant-Man and a Dazzler should be just more than enough. All right. We're gonna do this because Ant-Man and Dazzler should cancel out that -3 with ease. And we should be able to throw our, what's the name over there, being a 9 power demon in right. So I mean, to me, this is a cancel out. You whore. Hmm. You know what? Just because you're that guy, eat it. Do I really need him right now? No, we don't need him right now. Beautiful! Afterplay is crazy. Oh my, the afterplay was crazy. So now we definitely could do this. Do this. Do this. Oh, the afterplay was crazy. Should have snapped. I should have snapped. The way it's hitting right now, that was snap worthy. Let's snap. Cause I know you can't beat me. Like I'm just like my last turn was literally gonna be played Dazzler and left with a Kitty Pryde, cause that's gonna be crazy. Like that right there, Dazzler, Kitty Pryde, and then we would have hit the Mysterio mid. Actually, Mysterio mid, Dazzler left, Kitty Pryde right. Cause then Dazzler would have went up to a 10. And then Ant-Man would have went up 4, bringing him to a 5. So it would have been 12. It would have been 15 points of power over here on the left. 15 points of power on left. In the mid, he'd have been a 210. Ooh, 12. 13 points in the mid. And then over here on the right, over here on the right, would have had 7. So I'd been 20. And then the clone would have been 5, 25 on it. So Washington, D.C. would have been 25. Necrosha would have been an 11 or a 13. Yeah, no chance he was winning. And then I was throwing up like 15, 16 over there on the left. So any cards he had to play would have brought him down from 22. This isn't bad right here. Like, this is like, oh man. Like, I was running this deck with Ironheart because hitting what's the name? Hitting a Agent Venom on top of the Ironheart is crazy. I ain't gonna hold because that's a 310. Like you max statting out stuff, and you giving the 6 points of power to the board. So it's just great. Oh my gosh! Oh, what did you do to your boy? That's a hit. That's a hit. Just talking about you, Ironheart. How are you doing? How are you fucking doing? Here, hold a rock. Oh, got the new card. Okay, okay. We'll play this here. Okay, okay, okay. Take a rock. You take a rock. Oh my goodness. We'll put a scalar over here first. Put the scalar over there. Alright, so theoretically we should be getting a 1-drop here. What did I say? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So we can buff that up. So right now we're just living it up because if we hit Mysterio at all, we got a Doom. We got a 2-5 Doom. I'm cool with that. Cool with that. We'll go with the 2-5 Doom here. We'll go with this here. And we'll just wait to see what our last card is. Because it really don't matter. And we don't beat him. But I'll let him get his 2 because he's going to play Odin. That's going to put another 8 there. We don't beat that. Yeah. We just needed a better scaler. Even if we would have moved our Mysterio over to the mid. No, because he got this +2. So we need an Ironheart to literally just hit everything in the right lane. It's not that bad. We did hit a mini Doom, so I don't even care about it. I mean, we hit a mini Doom that game. We put up some swaggy power. We had a go roll. Only thing that would have had us win that game was if we had Havoc instead of we had Havoc instead of Dazzler. Because Havoc would have had what 4? You would have put him down. Yeah, Havoc would have been damn near like a 20 in that lane. Let's just collect this stuff. I mean, there's definitely some tweaks I could do to this, but I feel like this is just the better tweaks of it. I feel like this is probably like as good as it's gonna get. Okay. This hurts just a little bit, but not really that bad. Do I want to waste the 2-4 already? I'm gonna go over here just because I'm gonna keep the 2-4. Okay. Oh, okay. We doing big things. We doing big things right now. We could just straight up destroy the chimichanga. I'm gonna play this. Yeah. No, I'm thinking about it. This is actually just weird because I'm gonna do both, and it really doesn't even matter to me. And then we could just give you a -3. We're drawing 2 cards right now. Yeah, I should have snapped beforehand, but we're drawing 2 cards, and we're yeah. There's no way you don't do this. It gets fried. You draw 2 cards. And we drew the card. Oh my. That's actually a good play. That was actually a good play. I doubt you knew what I was doing, but that was a good play. I hate this guy. I mean, we could just do it because it's just gonna be power, and then we do this. We just get another card. Let's go! I don't care, sir. Like, that was the least cared about thing. Here, I'll cancel that out for you. I'll put an 8 in each lane. Hold on. What we about to do? How we about to shit on this man? That'll shit on you. That'll shit on you. And we'll do this to just shit on you, sir. Hold on. Hit him with the flex, then hit him with the dance before the game. Still balling. Still balling. Still balling. You cannot. Oh my. Who the 2-8? The 2-8. The 2-8 Mysterio. Balling on a budget. We went hard. We went hard. He took out the demon. He took out Ant-Man. He took out the hood. Ooh. Ooh. Shit, we had put up good power over here. What we had over here? The Ant-Man? Ant-Man would have been what? He was 5. It was 11 over here? 11? And then you give it the 2 that been 13. And then if we had these over here, yeah. Oh my, yeah. We was crunching them if he did. The small ball deck, man. Yeah, it can get taken out by some ball, but the small ball deck is what's doing it to people right here, making niggas feel that power, that pressure. Last turn, you could drop whatever you want. It's only 1s and 2s. That was really just an insane amount of power that just hit the board. And then he did just crunch me, though. He took off like 15 points of power with a Killmonger. That shit was heavy. But he still lost. Because I had 2 8s. Oh, we got the bat. Oh, we love this play. Because now we lined up. Ooh, he had the crystal. Oh, we both draw a card. Damn. Damn. I can't really snap because I wanted him to still be in the deck. I want to put a scalar over there if I'm going to do something. Okay, hold on. Okay, the Invisible Woman. Damn. Because see, now if I put the White Widow over there, that becomes a 2. It might still be worth just to get more, what's the name out of this, though? Okay, this guy's just doing a whole bunch of shit. Just filling up the spot so you really can't do shit with it. That's my play. And then we're going to do you here. We doing you here. And then we're going to do you here. That's my copy card. And what we're going to do is we're going to play Havoc and, what's the name? Because we need 2 points to give. So. And that's going to eat. We're going to do this and scale it. I mean, we're throwing up a lot of fucking power. I don't even care what nobody said. We're throwing up a lot of power. Let's get it! Small ball! Dance on him! Dance on him! Dance on him! Oh, I'm so glad that Onslaught did not hit that Iron Man. Let's go. Oh my, if that Onslaught would have hit that Iron Man, we would have been crunch. We would have been crunch. Whoo! You throwing up that big boy power. You got a 1-1, 1-7, 2-7, 1-8, 2-4, 2-10, a 1-4, a 2-7, a 2-15, 2-3, a 1-4, and a 1-8. We was eating. And I forgot it was getting +2 because it's a card that didn't start in my deck. Let's go. 8. That last turn we shot down 7, 8, and 8. Damn, that's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. 23 power in the last turn is crazy. That was good power. That was good power. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna end the stream. We're gonna do one more game, and we end the stream here. I ain't gonna hold. Definitely some heat though. Definitely drop some heat. Now you gotta go with the bass turn 1. You gotta go with the bass turn 1. Let me get it for the last game. Let me get the Agent Venom. Let me get the Agent Venom for the last game, bro. It's alright. It's alright. We just gonna go stupid. Oh, okay. Baron Mortar is different. Okay. It costs 6 until turn 6. Okay. Well, you can have one of those. I'll do this. Because I really don't care about the 0. Not really. But I will put a card there to keep on curve. get that free ride. Mm. Shit. You're not gonna get that free card. We gonna get that free card. This didn't get hit by anything except for just a Gwenpool one time, so it's not all that powerful. Little snap just to make him think it go crazy. Like, bruh, we put up what? Hold on. So he was about to be. He get 4, so it's a 1-5 plus 5. That's 10. So we'd be at 2. We had 9 in the left lane. That's nothing. We had 9 in the left lane. He had to come up with 10 in the mid, and then he didn't. I don't know what he was gonna do for that right lane. That shit was alright. -3. He was down bad. And White Widow was like, yeah, I don't even know what to say. So I'm like, cause these cards are so strong. Like, just to shoot a -3 on somebody's side at turn, what's the name, and only give them 3 cards to answer back with power. Like, you really only have 3 cards to answer back with power, because that third card is a 0. It was just block space. Like, that shit is ooh. Agent Venom? Oh, Agent Venom. We can start it off early though, giving you a 0. I mean a -3. We can start it off early, giving you a -3. Mm. I mean, right now it's the best card to have. It's alright if it goes down a point of power. I don't really care. Oh boy, this nigga's giving me more and more breaks. Again, should have snapped on him. But I'm just playing, just getting good. Boom. Boom. He's really gonna have to eat. Cause I'm not losing. Like, I have no real way to lose here like that. Let's not. I mean, you got a Doom? Even that ain't winning. I don't know what you got, sir. There's nothing you can have that's gonna win you the game. You don't got no Agent Venom. I said Agent Venom. You don't got no Symbiote Spider-Man. You could Galactus, but what you doing? You could Galactus, but nigga, I got over 5 power. No, he got buff 6. Right? You should have snapped on him the turn before. Like, the small ball deck is that heat. Like, that was my last game, but this is such so heat. I'm sitting here just playing like this small ball deck is crazy. Like, now you know I gotta do it. Like, turn 2, Agent Venom. Let's get it. Turn 2, Agent Venom. Right here. Right here, man. Right here. This is the turn. I be wanting it so bad. We can play a 3 here. And we can drop the 6 with Bast. We're gonna wait on it. Okay, the Nakia hit the hand. Okay, what he hit? He hit one of the swarms. Okay, what we get? You got Deadpool. The Korg. Okay. Do we really care about hitting what's in the deck right now? I don't think so. I mean, we could always just play for the stats. So, alrighty, we have Doctor Doom in the hand. Alright. Send you over a -3. We scale up here. And we snap. We snap too late. It snapped then in your turn. The Doctor Doom is crazy. So, like, yo, the Doctor Doom is crazy. Like, hit it with a bass. One hit from the Gwenpool give you that Doctor Doom. Let me get a 5 in each lane, please. But for 2 cars. Y'all be over here trying to play cards like Wave and Sarah, trying to bring it down so y'all can play multiple cards with the dude. Just be like me. Make your dude. And then play it. Yo, dropping dooms on people is crazy, son. We really dropped the doom on somebody and then boomed them with a Asian Venom. Like, boomstick. I mean, we did put the scaler with the lowest cost cards, which was good. Alright, yeah, well. That's going to end the stream. I don't know how many losses we took. It wasn't that many. And give you guys another look at the small ball deck. I'm really debating on calling it Toy Soldier because I really like that name, or Small Ball, or Slide. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna call it the small ball deck for now. But yeah, I need y'all to touch on this and take a look. Just to reiterate, cards that can be switched out of this deck. You could definitely switch out. Well, let's start off with this. You don't need Bast in the deck technically, but Bast being in the deck and having Agent Venom gives you more reliability and more consistency of having like buffed up cards and just being able to have a little bit more power, better curves and stuff like that. It's just gonna help you win a lot more games if you have both of them, instead of relying on cards that actually be in your deck and then hit them with the Agent Venom. You can now hit some cards in hand and Agent Venom. Gwenpool is not needed, but it is something that you can do to just again try to get a stupidly fat Mysterio or help buff up any of the other cards that's in your hand to be absurd. I'm gonna say Nico Minoru is definitely needed. So cards that you're gonna need for this deck, you're gonna need the Mysterio. I feel Nico Minoru is needed because this is basically, I don't know how to put it. Like, you're using basically any of her things at will, and they're always good. Like getting a 1/6 demon when you're producing 1/4s, 1/6s, 1/8s, and stuff like this with the deck. Getting a 1/6 for free on one of the other cards that didn't get buffed up, or like Bass, you can now buff up the cards in your hand and turn that 1/1 into a 1/6. Like, that's straight power. Destroying the card and then drawing 2. Sometimes you don't need certain cards. Sometimes, like, again, excuse me. Again, you get the God roll and you go turn 1 Nico with the destroy into turn 2 Agent Venom, which is now gonna buff up your deck for all the cards being +4, and then you're getting to draw 2 of those cards right off the rip. Plus, you're going into your next turn drawing another card, so you're getting to see 3 cards that say +4 on it, like insane. Moving the card to the right, not really useful at all, but I mean, could help, in certain boards and stuff like that. Giving a card +2. Again, we're turning cards into 1 3s, 1 4s, 1 6s, 1 8s, buffing them up and stuff like that. So giving anything plus value is just good. Changing locations, you seen in the video, this just comes in handy sometimes. And then getting a copy of a card in your hand, there's a lot of cards you can just want to get copies of. You want to get a copy of the Havoc, you want to get a copy of your Dazzler, Ant-Man, White Widow, like any of those cards are very well good to get. Get a copy of another Hood Demon. I mean, not Hood, but Demon. Like, again, all good cards to, get copies of. So, just mega utility. Is it, like, needed for a fact? If you don't have it, you could just substitute it for another 1-drop of good caliber. I would say probably, American Chavez being a consistent 1/6. Because, I mean, not 1/6, but a 1/4 to 1/6. Because you can either hit it with the bass, boosting it up to a 1/3, and then it giving, when you play it +2 to the next card, or, Agent Venom hitting, making it a 1/4, and then you playing it, giving +2, theoretically being a 1/6. Nightcrawler is definitely a dope card to have in here. You hitting them with a bass, turn them into a 1/3, which is basically a mini Jeff. That is locked out of certain specific things. But if you hit it with the Agent Venom, you're getting that mini, like real mini Jeff again. You're making your own type of Jeff. It's not going to have all the effects of Jeff, but you're getting a card that can move into a location that normally you wouldn't be able to play into or move a card to. And then for 2 costs, Forge is okay. Medusa's okay. Okoye is okay and not okay. If you hit the Agent Venom and then you Okoye, you're fine. You can't Okoye and then hit Agent Venom because it's going to make things 4. So if a card did go up past a 4 or did get to a 4, you did nothing, or you brought it back down. So you want to make sure you use those specifically. I don't use Ravonna Renslayer because you're buffing cards up, so there's no real need to, ever use it. And I don't think any cards really qualify except for Hood, which actually don't even qualify because it can't even bring it down to a 0. So really none of your cards qualify except for Havoc. So really no use. Psylocke is no use because you usually don't need like an extra point of power to dump your hand or fill up your board. Like, you're usually fine, so don't need that. The Collector, you can kind of actually use this because you have the Kitty Pryde. Like, the Kitty Pryde coming back, and you also make it start at a 3 or a 4. And then, I could easily just be like a 2/6, 2/7 easily. And you got a couple other things you can kind of do. You got the Hood, so you could throw an extra another point on top of that. Armor is definitely, I don't really care for playing armor, but I'm not gonna lie, this card is really, really needed. This will stop Killmongers, and it will stop you from getting Shang-Chi. Because if you do high roll and sweet roll, you do have cards that are above 10 power, and they definitely could get smacked. Again, you dump all your cards in an efficient way and everything, so there's really no need for a Black Swan. I saw no real need to play Hawkbuster either, even though it could be used. I saw no reason to play Jeff, even though this can be used. Like, it's a good card. It definitely could work. I just see no real use in playing it over the cards that I already have. Now, here comes the interesting part: is some of the 3 drops. Um, Ironheart here is a really, really good card to hit with Agent Venom or Bass, because then it goes to a 3/3 or a 3/4 with nothing but upside. So it either is a 3/9 or a 3/10, because it's giving out 6 points of power on the board. So again, another good card. You're not mad if it gets hit by the Bass or the Agent Venom. Like, to be honest, you're not even mad. I done had it happen. I done played a deck with it before. I done had it happen where the deck I was playing, the first deck I made, did have Ironheart and Brood in it. No Gwenpool. Uh, but yeah, Ironheart being in your hand, and then you hitting your hand with like a beast, a Bass, because you want the cards in your hand to actually have like that buffed up power, and you're reducing it from a 3/4 to a 3/3. Still is just straight value. Never cared. It's an extremely strong card. Bishop. The way this deck kind of plays, you can play Bishop honestly. If you were to, bast him, so he's already get 2 points of power, you're looking at like a 315 somewhere in the game. And if you can Agent Venom and then get him out there, that's 3 points of power off rip. Which is basically 3 cards being played on him. That's pretty strong. Like, and then you still got the cards that you can play. That he could be a real like 315, 317 quick if you're high rolling. Marvel Boy is definitely okay for everybody to play with in this deck if you got him. Oh shoot. What's too far over? Agent Venom makes him go insane. And you got to remember, you had to toss an extra 1 power to each of them. Your demons becoming from 1/6s to 1/7s. Ant-Man being at the end of a game, if you got hit with the Bass or what's the name, could be like easily a 110. So Marvel Boy definitely could be slid in here. I would slide it in for the Angela, to be honest. Um, Angela is just a cool 2 drop. Doesn't really bother anything. Doesn't fuck up anything. It's just a cool 2 drop that you can run that I found to be like the best 2 drop to just go with the deck. Again, if you want cards that are removable, Kitty Pryde is totally removable. Angela, totally removable. I like Dazzler because, as you can see, I usually filled out my board, and she usually is somewhere from like a 2 on her own, like a 2/8, 2/6, and then with the extra bonuses, she could be like a 2/7, 2/9. You know, she could just buff up, be a little scalar. It's a good card. Um, Patriot, you can do a Patriot with like a Brood, and have those in there because you do have Mysterio, and you can go with a Sinister at a 2 drop and go for more like a Patriot mix of it, which works. And that would conclude our 3 drops. There's really nothing else here that I would tell you, oh yeah, slide that in, that'll work. And then you have 4 drops. There's only a couple, like literally a couple, like 2 or 3. Wiccan is not viable at all because, again, like I said, you're not even using Psylocke. There's nothing to do with this bonus power. Now, if you want to like remove Gwenpool, put a Wiccan, and then run a what's his name, a Sunspot, so you can, like, if you hit in the Wiccan, you can give that bonus power to the Sunspot. cool. You could do something like that. But overall, I would say no. Symbiote Spider-Man to get effects off again. You can get another hood to the hand. You can get another bash proc to hit certain cards in the hand late. You can hit other cards, and then it's merging the power into it, so it's gaining the power. If you hit it with the bass, it's gaining the 3. If it's hit it with the anti venom, it's gaining the 4. If you didn't hit it at all with any of those cards, it's just 7 power. So, I mean, it is up there for you. Think about it. Again, Scarlet Spider, if you want to go with the Patriot version, easily can be done. And that's it. Yeah, that's about it. You're really, yeah, it's really about it. Like, it's not really anything else you're looking to throw in this deck or anything that's gonna go crazy hard, like nothing like that. Oh, there is a 3-drop. Sierra. If you have Sierra, you can definitely put Sierra into your deck and call it a day. Another thing you can do if you're not feeling like the Gwenpool or you don't have Gwenpool, since you are emptying your hand about 90% of the time and you only have one card in your hand, and this works now when you have one or fewer cards in your hand, you can absolutely run this 3/9. Again, you can hit it with the bass because it's already a 3, so it's no problem there. You can hit it with the Agent Venom, boosting it up to a 3/4, making it a 3/10 Hit Monkey. If you don't have Havoc, I would run the Hit Monkey. Black Swan, if you don't have like White Widow, you can make slight adjustments to make this more of like a dump deck with a Bass and an Agent Venom. And this way you have still scalers. Like if you don't have the White Widow to, throw a negative on their side while, having like a card on your side, maybe you might have the 2-drop Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. You could use that. That's a good card to, maybe you can get an acid arrow to throw over there. If you do have the blue Marvel, Hawkeye Kate Bishop is still another good card to run. You're buffing up the ones. But in general, we're wanting Bass, we're wanting Agent Venom. We want those in the decks. Those are just gonna help out with consistency and boosting up the cards. I have found Magic to be useless. You don't really want to give people that extra turn 7. You usually could win games and do what you want by turn 6. Keep that in mind. So if you do see like a what's the name come up, a Limbo, get rid of it. You really don't want to deal with that. Flood. You want to get rid of those so you don't really get locked out, or give them that extra turn so they can win. Because 99% of the times, if you got that extra turn, you probably already done filled up your deck. And I mean, not filled up your deck, but filled up your board to make it where turn 6 is where you're dropping your last, cards. If they're going to turn 7, then you have literally finite space and literally no real way to throw down like a quick surprise amount of power on that last turn to change the game. Like on turn 6, again, if you're playing like how I'm telling you, keeping the Mysterio in hand, trying to buff them up and everything, you throwing down a Mysterio or like any type of like quick like 1/8, 2/8, stuff like that, or throwing down a 2/6 in 3 spots plus cards on top of that on turn 6, that right there is what hits them. And then, you got your Dazzler already on the board. You got the Havoc already on board. They're scaling up still, because you're filling up the board. Now you got extra power on the board that was already going up. And then you got the power that you threw on the board. Like, so you don't want all of that to happen on turn 7 because, turn 6 is where your play was. So, again, try to, if you can, Scarlet Witch, get that spot out. If you don't have a Nico Minaru, the other card that does change spots, if you do have it, you might have it. I don't have it. Where is it at? Nocturne. All the cards I have named are cards that you can easily throw in this deck and, have it work out for you. Like, another 3-drop that I don't have that actually works for this deck is Phastos. You're giving cards +2 and you're reducing the cost, allowing you to do even more crazy plays because you already have low ball cards. They're already small costing. And you giving them +2 power on top of the Agent Venom, or if you didn't head into Agent Venom, then you're giving them +2 power, which is usually going to make these cards either look like they got hit by Bass or hit by Agent Venom. So you're still coming out somewhere in the same general ballpark. Red Guardian, again, I'm not a tech person. As you can see, the only tech card we really have in here is Nico Minaru, and that's just to shut off a board. While keeping, curve and everything still cool. Because I do have Scarlet Witch, which guarantees me the change of a board, but I want to keep the curve and how my deck looks this way. So I'm choosing to keep the Nico Minaru for like the board change. But that's my only tech card. I don't really run tech. If you want to run tech, you can. Shadow Kings, that works. I would advise you to only have 1 4-drop in the deck. And if you want to have a 3-drop, you are allowed to have 2. When I first ran the deck, it was 4 1-drops, 2 3-drop. No, it was 3 3-drops, 5 2s or 4 2s, and 4 1s. No. It was 4 1s, 5 2s, and 3 3-drops. And that was my first deck. So, and it felt still consistent, still able to dump my hand, still able to get everything that I wanted out of my hand. With, like I said, the consistent cards still being there, being Mysterio, Agent Venom, Bass, Hood. For me, White Widow was like every deck I play, I had a White Widow in there and Havoc. Like those cards that I just named, and Nico Minaru. Those cards I just named were the cards that were staple in the deck. Like I had those in every deck that I played. Ant-Man has been in every deck that I played making this, but Ant-Man again is, you want to change it out for the Hawkeye or the other card or Sunspot, I'm giving you that extra spot saying that you don't need that to give you a little bit more play, make the deck your own, go your own way. But yeah, this is everything you want right here. If it wasn't any of the cards I named, you're free to take those out, change them around, and do whatever. Again, if I could find a better 2-drop and a better 1-drop, I would get rid of Angela and Kitty Pryde, but I mean they work. Realistically, if I had like Athena, I would do, well, not really even Athena, because you're looking to really just dump your hand most of the time. Like, you're not really dropping 2 cards like that all the time. I mean, you can if you want to, but you're not. So I wouldn't really advise having her in there. But if you got the card and you think you can make it work, go right ahead. Again, I'm not a tech person, but Armor definitely could just slide in here over a Kitty Pryde and an Angela. Medusa is definitely able to just slide in here because she's already a 2-6. I mean a 2-5, but then you can hit it with the Bass 2-6. You can hit it with the Agent Venom 2-7. So I mean, true. Nico Minoru with the +2, making it a 2-7. Like you can do it mad ways, and that's just good. So I mean, overall here, again, the cards I named, you could go ahead with those, and it's not really too many 2-drops or 1-drops. Like even if you go for the unknown ones, the only one you're really talking about is Athena. Grandmaster, I mean, what you Grandmastering? The Hood? The White Widow, I guess? Like, my best guess is if you had Grandmaster, you could switch it out for Angela, and you can literally do Grandmaster on the Hood, Bass, White Widow, Gwenpool. Because you keeping Mysterio in your hand until turn 6, so you can technically throw down the Gwenpool in a solo lane, do 3 cards to a lane, 2 cards in the mid, Gwenpool being on the left solo, you Grandmaster sending Gwenpool to the mid, making it 3 cards to the mid, giving you 2 procs of the Gwenpool, hitting them. All right, let's just theoretically say this. Let's just say this. All right. Just to give you guys some math and just to see how fat a car would be and see if it's worth it in any scenario of like a high roll. Because then I'm going to do high roll and then I'm going to do a low roll and see if it's worth it. Because your high roll would be this. You Bass, but Mysterio still in your deck. Agent Venom on the Mysterio. Mysterio is pulled on turn 3, but you're not going to play him. Turn 3, you're going to play whatever else, out on the board, whatever. Turn 4, you got your solo Gwenpool into the shots. Let's say 2 of them hit the Mysterio. That's going to bring your 4-4 to, your 2-4 to a 2-8. And then you dump out the rest of your cards, which is Grandmaster. Let's say he caught 1. So now he a 2-5, pushing your Gwenpool over to the mid. You dump that and whatever other card. So now he eats a full 6, going from a 2-8 to a sheesh. A 2-14. A 2-14 is now a 2-28. A 2-28 is a 42. So your high roll would be Mysterio being a 242 because he would put a 14 in each lane. Low roll, we don't hit the Mysterio. Mysterio never gets hit. We're buffing up card. We're sending 12 to hand, in-game buff. Yeah. If you got a Grandmaster, if you have Grandmaster, switch out Kitty Pryde or Angela for Grandmaster, and you have targets to hit. Medusa is good. I'm just trying to give you guys everything that y'all could have, Jeff works. I said that before. If you would like to do some drop and it's a 0-4 or a 0-3. That's just great. Like, you just being able to just say, here's a free 3 power to a lane for no cost, no nothing, just 4 power to a lane. You can't beat that. I forgot to mention that. That's probably one of the heavier hitters of like this whole entire go around. I forgot about that. I totally did. That is a card that is stronger than I don't know what. If you got Hydra Bob, I can put that over to Kitty Pryde. If you have Martyr, you can also put that over to Kitty Pryde. Only reason why I'm saying if you have Martyr and you can put that over to Kitty Pryde is because Martyr is already 5. If it goes to a 4, it's not that bad. If you hit it with the Bass, that is bad because it's going to a 3. So you're losing out on the worst being Bass, but a 1-4 is still good. And it being able to sit anywhere and also be a card that you really don't care about it blowing up is cool. So keep that in mind. Usually if you are going to put a card in here, you want it to be low and just benefit. But there is some cards that are just like, okay, if it gets weaker, I just want the effect. Or it just to be like an extra body in the deck. Because again, you can remove the Angela, the Kitty Pryde. You could put a Marvel Boy. And then, you need a 1-drop that's already out there or that feel better to you, you got Martyr. Because you can drop Martyr instantly on turn 1 and not care. It's a 1-5. And you're usually going to fill up your board, so it's not going to move anywhere to lose you the game most of the time. And then, if you playing Marvel Boy, then it really ain't moving nowhere because it's usually going to be somewhere between like a 1-7, 1-8. And that's really hard for that card to move somewhere to a location to make you lose. So, yeah. This is Small Ball, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like. If I find any other really good, useful cards, I'll tell you. Another card I'm sitting here seeing that I don't have that you could easily slot in that can work is Silver Sable. Silver Sable going to a 1-3, and then doing its effect of stealing 2 power, bringing itself up to a 1-5, and taking away 2 power from a card, theoretically bringing itself to a 1-7. That's crazy good. And then, again, you can hit it with the Agent Venom and just make it a 1-8. It's guaranteed to be a 1-8 if you hit it with the Agent Venom, because as soon as you play it, it's already at 4 power. It steals 2, making itself a 1-6, but the card that it hit is -2. So, yeah, theoretically, if they play that card ever, it's a 1-8. And if they don't play that card, it's just a 1-6, which is fat. And just to give you guys any idea, if you don't have her, clicking on power and making sure you have the arrow going down, so the biggest cards are at the bottom. What you want to do is you want to make sure that are benefiting you in some type of way possible. As you can see, we have a -3, the 1, a 1, a 1, a 2, a 0, a 2, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 4, and a 6. Not going, oh, you know what? All right, so the card that is a 4, the 2-4, Agent Venom, he don't count. Mysterio, what is he benefiting from, getting hit by it? Well, it becomes a miniature Doom. That's what you get. Either hit it with the Bass or the Agent Venom, you get a mini Doom type thing. And then why would you have Gwenpool? You see, I'm reducing her by 2 points of power, but she's in the deck. Why is she in the deck? Well, she gives 6 points of power to my hand. So that basically helps me out in all types of ways because it's making those smaller cards even bigger. Yeah, I reduced her by 2 points of power, bringing her from a 6 to a 4. That's still good though. I still have, a 4/4 is not good, but again, the ability to give +2 3 times to my hand on these cards that could be 1/6s, 1/4s, scaling up and stuff like that is good. And then the coup de resistance, coup de grace, whatever you want to call it, is hitting Mysterio. If we can hit that Mysterio, we're applying this buff technically 3 times, because every time we do hit that card gets played 2 other times. I play it in that lane, there's 2 other cards of that same card being in the other lanes. So if you want to think about it, it's really like anytime that hits the Mysterio, it's not just like +2, it's +2 times 3. Because you're going to get 3 copies of the card usually. Or if you filled up one lane, you get 2 copies. So, Gwenpool hitting the Mysterio and you wanting to play that on turn 6 and it just being set up for you to still be able to drop your hand and do all this other stuff while, allowing you to still try to get this Mysterio big, it's worth it for me. If you guys want to take a look at 5 cost cards, I don't think there's a damn 5 cost card in here that is even remotely like good for you to play, run, or even think about. Like, there's no need for you to run a Sarah because it's not taking your 1-drops and turn them into 0s. It's just going to allow you to dump out the 2s because they're 1-drops, but you already can do that. Like, you already were good. Claw is like probably the best thing I can say, but again, you want to play your Havoc on turn 5, which means that turn 6 comes, you're only playing Blue Marvel. Like, you're not playing anything else. Like, so, you could if you want to. If you're missing cards, go right ahead. He's still there. Iron Man, you can run it. I'm not saying you can't, and you can run that and have a Mystique in your deck, but you shouldn't run like anything else. Like, if you have the Iron Man and Mystique, Iron Man is like Gwenpool in the deck. There's no more cards going over that. Like, Iron Man and Mystique is going to be the highest cards in your deck, and that's it. Like, everything else should be low cost, and you're going to have to make it work with those. White Tiger can definitely be thrown in. It's doing what? It's giving you an 8 power card, which is what you're doing with this deck when you do roll pretty good. You're getting 8 power cards usually on the board. So it's giving you an 8 power card while being a 4 power card was what you're usually doing on this. So it works. But again, if you want to drop, like if you want to have these bigger cards, you're only going to have one. If you want to play one of these big cards in here that you're seeing on the 5s, you only can have one of them. Like, as you can see, I'm running all 2s and 1s, and I have one big card, which is a 4. But that's because it's really strong. Like, you can have the Iron Man and the Mystique, and that's it. Like, everything else is going to have to be 2s and 1s. You can have Blue Marvel in the Mystique, and everything else is 2s and 1s. You can have Claw in the Mystique, and everything else is 2s and 1s. Or you could have just the Claw, and everything else is 2s and 1s. Like, you can have just the Blue Marvel, and everything else is 2s and 1s. Those work. 6 cost, there is no 6 cost that I think actually works in the deck, unless you were going to do like the Patriot type version, and then you could go with the Ultron. If you're not running the Patriot version that I was talking about, it's a dub. There's no card here that works for this deck. There's nothing that you want. Like, literally, there's nothing in here. Like, you want to play Mysterio on turn 6, so you're not looking to play Mysterio before that to get out the 6-9. And then on top of that, it's a 6-9. 9 times out of 10, you're either going to hit with the Bass or the Agent Venom, dropping it another 5 power or 6 power. No, it's not worth it. Any card in here I'm looking at, yeah, you just not getting any worth out of any of this. I mean, give me a while. I will put together an Agatha deck. Give me a while. I'm going to figure it out. I'll put it together. But you gotta give me some time. Actually, I think I could put an Agatha deck together for you right now. Agatha deck just for you guys right now. If you've been watching the video, you get to learn the Agatha deck before I create the video on it. If I do create the video on it, you're getting to learn it now. Agatha deck, keep everything the same. Drop the Kitty Pryde. Throw in an Agatha. Step 1, okay? Drop the Gwenpool and the Angela, okay? You're going to need a 3-cost Lady Sif. Okay. So you get that Lady Sif in there. Wherever the hell she is. And then you go with Wave. Okay? Okay. Why I'm saying that is because technically you can play, since Bass is a 1-cost, you can actually play it damn near at any time. You can play it on turn 5 and you don't care because it's buffing up the cards that you want to play from your hand. And again, you're already dropping a 14 on the board because you're never ever afraid for it to hit Agent Venom because it's in your hand. So what you're setting up here is basically a way for you to get like the Agent Venom. Now, things I would do to better yet turn this out would be get rid of the hood, turn that into a sunspot because it's going to be a lot more energy you could pass and do stuff with. Yeah, this would be a lot. Oh, this would be crazy small ball, but it would work. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks. If you could hit that like button, that'll help. Subscribe if you want. We definitely gonna come out with some more decks and some more in-depth guides. I'm definitely gonna throw an Agatha deck together for the small ball. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This worked out pretty good. I would have to say this worked out pretty good.